Hey everyone, to welcome to the Gravity Channel. This is Dakota. I'm here with Garrett, and we're just gonna be doing some kind of commentary over some footage that we grabbed from a Shark Books tournament that we recently went to. This is a 1K tournament located at Mystic Forge. I can't remember what city they're in, but this is a Shark Books is a Florida-based TCG that we've recently picked up. It's got a lot of movement here in our local area, and we've kind of been practicing, looking at the meta, kind of going over everything. And there's a lot more tournaments. I want to say there's like 10 of these 1Ks that we're going to do, followed up by a 10K. So this is just us going over this tournament footage, kind of going through and seeing, like, kind of commentating on it. Garrett, do you got anything to add?
Yeah, I just want to say I'm excited to talk about this game, and if we want to start, I can introduce our round one players here.
Yeah, real quick, I don't know if I mentioned it, but Garrett actually ended up winning this tournament. Just throwing that out there. So, yeah, go ahead and get the round one players. Who we got on the left and on the right?
So on the left we have Garrett Plummer, and on the right we have Matthew Venus.
Okay.
As you can see, these players are both playing the Luna deck. This deck is typically all about the Scry ability on your avatar. And you can see already, before we even get into it, that Garrett has kind of had Garrett Plummer has kind of had a little bit of a stumble here, as he keeps a hand that's very heavy on generic dust bugs. So he has to scry on his first turn to get another one after his opponent Matthew here has Spark Rangered his Cloth Moth that he played on turn one.
Yeah, that Cloth Moth seemed very vital to his game plan. It has a Llanowar Elves effect that just generates a Luna dust, so it kind of ramps you up. I played against him later in the tournament, and he was having the same issue with being able to find creatures to be able to play. He seems to have a huge fraction of his deck is just sorcery and instant cards, which don't really help you when you need lands.
Looking at his hand here, it looks like he's got 3 Blessings, a Bug Collection, and a Moonbeam in his hand.
And
he's definitely struggling a little bit on the bug department, and especially these blessings are going to come back to bite him. His hand is basically half the size from the bat here.
Oh, but we do see. Oh, yeah, but he does have like more of the draw effect now going with his blessing, which lets you.
Yeah, so hopefully you can dig out of this.
Yeah.
That's probably what is that treatment in his hand? Is that a moth? Peppered flame?
Is it the silver? Yes, yeah, I believe it's a moth. It's from the box toppers.
Yeah.
That treatment that it has. So
on the other hand here, his opponent, Matthew, is already off to a pretty great start here. He's got his blessing going, so he's got his card advantage just like Garrett is. But he does have his Banana Bastion all suited up. So it's going to be really hard here as Matthew starts to play creatures for Garrett to interact with them and try to reduce his devotion after that.
And that's currently
But on the other hand, the engines are running, so...
Yeah, that's a 3/7 Banana Bastion currently, which is just a huge wall to be able to get through. Which would be great, and I think having the Banana Bastion would be great in any other matchup besides this one. Since this seems to be more of a staring contest and just trying to get value over your opponent.
Yeah, I mean, I have been really happy with Banana Bastion's performance in a lot of decks, seeming, and it's just like, even if you're not taking it in the Mars matchup, where it's this sort of wall to protect you from the attackers and from the interaction, it is really good at keeping your opponent down as well. It is a very versatile attacker, and blocker is just the biggest threat out there. So it really gets in there. Let's see. It looks like Matthew's hand does have quite a few of the equipment, though, so that might prove a bit of a trouble for him. And it doesn't seem like he's played a bug to his hive in a minute.
Right. Can Bark Chestplate even... I know there's certain...
It can go on
Banana Bastion. Okay.
Yeah. I believe Banana Bastion is a Paladin, which Bark Chestplate equips to.
Oh, okay. Interesting. It's weird that he decided to... I guess it makes sense to run out the bottle cap as well. Instead of
because he had to use his dust for the turn on scrying, I believe.
Right.
Let's see. I believe Garrett's looking at what is that, a Moonbeam and another Bug Collection? I believe from the round I played, the Garrett v. Garrett mirror, this list is very reliant on worms.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got the Ribbon Leeches, he's got the Earthworms. I believe Antonio is a worm as well. So
Right.
he's really trying to get the Earthworm value going.
Definitely, and he has a lot of, if I remember correctly, he has a lot of bottle cap shields just to keep protecting his Ribbon Leeches, because he's going for that effect of the stacking of Ribbon Leeches that are just going to keep adding devotion very quickly, like compounding entrance.
Yeah.
And he's
We get the first devotion on the board here as Antonio is splatted, and instead of drawing, he chooses to get that little bit of an early advantage here.
That's an interesting play, given that Banana Bastion's on the field already. And can I swing in for free?
Yeah, it might have been more impotent, but I don't know what Garrett's list looks like, even with some bottle caps, without a Bastion for his own, on his own board. It might be pretty hard for him to get a blocker in general, so he might just be going for density.
Right, that is true.
But yeah, I mean, so far these lists are looking very similar. We see the Earthworms on Matthew's side here. He plays out of Bobbit. This Bobbit's going to be huge here. So
I want to say that's one of your favorite cards is Bobbit Leviathan.
It's such a pivotal piece, especially for my list, that it's able to be just the biggest, hastiest attacker in the game, while also the fact that it's able to aggro, tap immediately, exhaust itself for the devotion, protects it from the focus. So it's really more of a safe play than you might expect going for this huge thing. So it really only gets booted because it dodges the Fly Swatter, it dodges the Mars. I mean, it gets Magnifying Blast and all their Mars removal, but it does allow you to stick a threat pretty early on that has a good chance of getting going here.
Ooh, I like the Hive Sneak off the top to be able to get a 3/3 blocker, so you can just kind of keep ramping up.
Yeah. And Matthew seemed to choose not to actually attack into the attack over there. I wonder if that is... I wonder what his thinking is there.
Maybe he's trying to race at this point.
Yeah, racing would be the thing to think about, but at that point it was probably just pretty free, I would think. But
right.
I guess it's a bad attack. I will say, it's a bad attack to attack into the Moth, and your opponent just draws a card when it dies. But you kind of have to get through it anyways, right?
Right, it's better just to go ahead and get it off the board as soon as possible, because it's not going to get better for here. You definitely don't want to give him more turns where he can devote with it and just keep stacking up devotion.
Yeah. Ooh, looks like we get a Bug Collection going on.
Okay, so picking Moth? Is that who he's picking?
How many did he draw? 3?
Yeah, where's the third Moth?
Yeah, I'm a little confused here too.
Is it? There's not a subtype of the worm. Is it? It's not worm.
No, it's a Worm Warrior for the 3/3. Antonio's being brought out here.
Maybe that was just a hiccup. This is a new TCG, so a lot of players are still learning the more intricate.
Yeah, this is the first paper real tournament event. I mean, there's one at Gen Con, but a lot of players can make to that. So at least Florida communities, this was really the first event with any sort of stakes on the line here. So
if you were Matthew on the side, what would you do? What would you lean in more of the aggro and try to get your opponent down? Try to maybe equip some of the bottle cap or the bark chest plate. Okay, we're bringing up Worm.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for the racing path, but I don't know. I feel like he's in a good position to go for a very aggressive playstyle of getting in there, right, and controlling the board. He's got the biggest things around. If he just keeps attacking, eventually he's going to wear his opponent down. And they've both got the blessing, so it's not like he's going to get behind on cards there.
Definitely.
I don't know. I don't want to, try to speak for what he's saying, because, he's got his hand in his own ideas about what his deck, and I'm sure he's very competent and practiced at it. But it might have been just play that Spark Ranger, get rid of the Antonio, and just get in there,
Right. I think I agree. You kind of gotta. We don't know his hand fully, and we don't know what playstyle his deck's going for. But just looking at what's on the board state, you have to determine what position am I in. Should I be attacking, or should I be defending, or can I race? But I think it looks like he did make the right decision, at least at attacking, and getting in there for some, or taking some of the creatures out.
Right decision or not, we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, it does look like he ends up going for a little bit of more combative playstyle here. But yeah, we'll see. It can be pretty dangerous to give up these early turns, because as you kind of see in Garrett's hand, Moonbeam is an incredibly powerful card. Being able to exhaust all your opponent's cards and keep them down can either be a way to remove much of their devotion, or to basically freely get ahead. But there's like Bobbin and stuff that can help change that. But Moonbeam might be the decider here.
Definitely.
Though at this point, I don't know if
he
think Garrett has enough.
He has Cloth Moth. He can activate Moonbeam for 6, I believe.
Yeah, he could. I just mean at this point he might be a little low on the devoters to really start going for it, because if he starts Moonbeaming every turn to try to get up, he really is only getting 2 devotion a turn, and it'll be a while before he's able to get up that number a lot. So maybe he's going for it. Looks like he is.
I think he may have a couple of tricks to be able to kind of jumpstart a lot of his devotion and get it up to 20. For those of you who are new to the game, the objective is to get to 20 devotion. At that point, you do win. I don't know if we explained that at the beginning. So it's not like Magic. Yeah, go ahead, Garrett.
Oh yeah, I'm just operating on the assumption here that we're a little bit understanding how the game works. We can talk about some of the mechanical stuff, but yeah, we're trying to get to 20, and we're able to attack our opponents down from their devotion value. So here, if he had been able to attack, he would have reduced his opponent all the way down to 0.
Definitely.
With the 13 power he has.
So we are going to get the Worm, the Beetle, and the Ant with that. I can't remember what the name of that card is.
I think Mercenary Outpost.
Yeah, Mercenary Outpost. Yeah. So we're definitely building up our board state.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Garrett just has a lot of interaction in his hand.
I think I see the way that we're going to win this game on Garrett's side. Oh. I see a For the Cause in the hand.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not sure how many he runs on. Yeah, but I see he's definitely counting the cards in his hand. See how many Antonios he has.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, is this it?
Yep, For the Cause. And,
For the Cause. He only needs 10 here, and Antonio means he only needs 7. And that looks like it's it. Maybe 20 exactly.
Yep.
Fast game here, because that's really what it takes. You just get a slight advantage and a Moonbeam, and not really keeping your opponent down can be the difference with For the Cause.
And for those of you who don't know, For the Cause says basically discard or splat your deck, or splat your hands and your cards in your hand, and then you gain devotion for every card that you splat. And there are certain cards like Antonio the Exile that says gain devotion when this card is splat. So it's basically a little bit of a combo piece of kind of a blackjack effect, where if you had enough cards in hand, you could just win automatically.
Yep. And Antonio counts for 3 in your hand, so that's all you need.
Yeah. So this was match 1. We're gonna go through the rest of the matches and do a little bit of a series. So just stay tuned, and the next video should be popping up soon. And we'll see you then.
Yeah, see you then.